Hey, I'm Brian. This is
I'm Stu the Glue.
I'm Brad, the drummer.
We're BB and the Bullets, and we just thought we'd tell you about the album High Tide, and we'll just go through track by track. So the first one is Something in the Water. What did you think? You guys got any?
It's probably my favourite track off the album. I love its vibe. I certainly love the video.
Okay, it was certainly fun doing the video, eh?
That was great.
Yeah.
So we filmed that at the Com, where we play pretty much every Thursday night. We use the Com, the commercial hotel in Wanganui, as a way of playing every week and being sharp. And yeah, any impressions from you, bro?
Yeah, I like how quickly the video and the concept came together, and how comfortable and homely, or at least our style. Everything is. It's very much our. It's us. It's the people around us. It's the local Wanganui talent, and everything came together really great. Everybody put in their best effort. I think we ended up with a very high quality product for the modest budget that we had.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And in terms of writing and recording the song, I wrote that song very early in moving to Wanganui. I moved from Northland, and I didn't have the studio here set up, but it was in my head, and I started writing it, and I made the demo. And when BB and the Bullets got together, it was probably might have been our first original song.
Probably was.
Yeah.
It's one of the first ones off the rank.
Yeah. And yeah, just immediately felt like the right thing to do and to play.
It's become a crowd favourite. I love to see the crowd singing along with that one.
They do. They sing along.
Yeah.
And it's all about. It's like Wanganui. It's all about the river.
The river, the water, man.
Yeah.
Big deal in our lives.
Yeah. It has really got the river has a presence in Wanganui, and I reckon it's got a presence on this album too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, Born Under a Bad Sign.
Yeah, this is one of those classics that everybody knows, and the challenge as a drummer is to get the right feel, and it's with every song we do, it's always about the feel for me. But but Born Under a Bad Sign, it's this thing of wanting to do the appropriate thing, to be respectful of the material, but also put a new, interesting twist on it. And so I think that's what I've achieved in my part on the drums for the song, to try to have people go, oh yeah, I know this, but this is an interesting version. So I achieved that for the drums part, and I love this song personally, and it gives me a kick every time I play it, because it's sassy, and you want to play it sassy.
Yeah. What about you, Stu?
Yeah, it's another blues classic, and I like how bent on it, because like with most things that we do, we tend to have a little bit more attack than chill outness. So even though it's a chilled out song, there's a certain level of attack to it that I like, and it's not like anyone else's cover of it might be. It's got a certain snappiness with the rhythms, like Brad said, with the rhythm section has got that snap to it.
Yeah, quite agree. I wanted to include it on the record because I wanted to really establish BB and the Bullets and say, no, look, we're a blues band, and that's where we come from, and that's what we're doing. And I looked at the other blues acts like Joe Bonamassa and Eric Gales and Clapton and Stevie Ray Vaughan albums and stuff, and went, well, no, these guys are all covering these songs and bringing their own thing to them, and so I wanted BB and the Bullets to do that too. Cool, man. High Tide.
I was saying that I felt that High Tide has the potential to be a bit of an anthem for those that really dig what the subject material's about. And it's also because of that, it's relevant to lots of places throughout New Zealand and in lots of places throughout the world. They're all going to have trouble with coastal region erosion and things like that. So that was really cool. It's got lots of passion, lots of feeling to it. Really cool song.
It feels like that when we play it live, eh?
It does.
It's got an intensity and passion to it.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Brad?
I knew when I first heard this song, I knew it was powerful because it was emotionally stirring for me, and so the important thing for me to play the drums for it is to make it powerful, make it emotionally powerful to suit the nature of the song, and to start off a little bit like, because the song starts quiet and introduces you into the scenario, and then by the end it's kind of everything's getting too much, and so what I've hoped to do with the part is to reflect that emotional content and give it power, and I am really looking forward to hearing it in a stadium on a really ridiculously large PA one day. We'll be able to blast it out, and we'll see just how John Bonham we can truly make it.
Yeah, that's very cool. This was a song I wrote fairly early on in the band's progress, but I knew it was for the band straight away. But I wrote, it's Ruawai, this town that's mentioned in it, is a real place. I knew the people there, and Mark Vincent, who was a councillor at the Kaipara council there, is, and I think still is, but he was in charge of a scheme that helped the locals, and it was actually a pilot scheme for all of New Zealand about the effect of the berms and holding back the river, and how the locals dealt with it, and the money in that pilot scheme was a study, and that was for the benefit of all New Zealand to see that coastal work with the sea level rise and the river rise, but unfortunately the council in their wisdom withdrew the funding, so unfortunately that scheme is no longer available to New Zealand, which is very sad. So that's what triggered the song for me, and that's I guess why it's passionate, because it's about real people and real things, and whether you buy into it or not, real people are affected in some way or another, and I think that's where the intensity comes from. And we notice it when we play it live. People come up to us and go, "I know about Ruawai."
Yep.
Which is cool.
It strikes a chord, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. Okay, I can tell.
Well, there's a fun track.
It is a fun track.
Oh, it's a fun, bouncy little track. Another one that people just love it. It's got that dancey vibe about it.
Yeah, it's another one where you're playing a classic and you want to do a modern retro reproduction fit out. So you do the classic drum beat, and you it's cheeky, it's got humour in it, and I think people enjoy it, they know it, and they kind of go, "Oh, this is a very danceable number," and they tend to want to dance to it. So everyone starts doing the twist.
Yeah, it is. It's first in the live set, and it made it onto the album because it is fun. And if you notice on the album, it's directly after High Tide, because we just got all intense and with High Tide. It's like, okay, but let's have some fun too. 7 Ways to Sin.
Well, according to the song, there's more than 7 ways to sin.
More than 7 ways to sin.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think it was something I read in a paper that put me on it. Something about the Pope had said, yes, there's officially 7 ways to sin, and we think there's possibly more. But yeah, it's a kind of fun song too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a lot of I like the whimsical nature of the lyrics, and so it makes you makes me want to play whimsically. So the drum beat is about being obviously in time and everything, but dancing around and weaving, and a bit like it's like a boxer it's, on the time, but weaving around and just kind of being the right place at the right time, stopping at the right place at the right time, and not stopping at the right place at the right time. But it's a lot of fun every time to play it. That's for sure.
It's also, a good indication of just how funky this band is too. There's an element of funk and bounce, definite Little Feat, Lowell George influence. This was the first song that I'd written it, and it was the first song that I took to Pat Patterson at the first seminar I went to, and it got a good nod of appreciation from Mr. Pat Patterson, who is a fantastic songwriting guru of mine. I just think he's wonderful, and so that it got a nod, and he actually tweaked a couple of lines and helped him with it. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and so I'm proud of that song. But yeah, a good one for the Bullets to do. Okay, Walking the Dog. Go on, Brad.
Yeah, so I've done this one. I've got a long and illustrious career playing in bars, playing various kinds of music, and you play bluegrass and Irish and folk and stuff like that. And you're going to get into Walking the Dog at some point, just like you're going to play Wagon Wheel.
Oh dear.
But I digress. So Walking the Dog, yes, you can just approach it as a standard kind of 2/4 country song. If you want to do that, it's totally valid. But I played it a few times and I thought there's something that I can give it where it's sort of like a bit kind of non-traditional, but it will work. And I figured it out, and it was the drum beat from "I'm Super Bad" by James Brown. So that's my secret to you, that I'm, like a magician never reveals his tricks, except I just told you that it's actually James Brown inside a country song, or a blues or country bluegrass song, if you like.
If you remember, we did. You and I were doing it at this stage.
Yeah.
It's just you and me, and we did a full couple of takes that weren't like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, yeah.
You've heard this, I've heard this,
Yeah.
everyone's heard this, why are we doing it like this? So we did it where I was like, let me try something, Brian, I've got an idea, and it might just be crazy enough to work.
Yeah, and the penny, I remember both of us, the penny just dropped, and we just went, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So once again, the great John Bonham and being inspired by James Brown got me into James Brown, and that's what happens sometimes when you're working in the studio. You just feel like you need a bit of James Brown in your life or on your drum beat, and that's what I did. So yeah, hit me, yeah, for sure.
What do you reckon, Stu? Got anything to add? Walking the dog?
Dog's been walked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's what we say.
yeah. I think we definitely put a rocket under that one.
Yeah.
It's
Like a lot of what we do. It's like assertive. It's an assertive version. It's like quite full on.
Yeah.
Bam, there it is.
Yeah.
That's why we say that dog's been walked.
I wondered, sometimes if what we are is not slightly punk blues.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's not a recital, it's a performance.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So
Something for everyone.
yeah.
Little Fishies.
Yeah.
Another one. I mean, I
Our
like
favourite.
I mean, another crowd fave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one that we get asked for, and it's like, wow, really? Yeah, you love
Yeah.
it. They learnt the words to it early on, and were keen to just get in and do it.
Yeah.
It's a another fun, bouncy, cool song.
Well, the thing that I like about Little Fishies, and what I like about it that it brings to BB and the Bullets, is that it leans heavily into that Led Zeppelin thing. It's like, okay, so blues, British blues, then there's the Led Zeppelin thing, and it really works for us.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. It's another nice whimsical kind of song, but there's a little bit of philosophy wrapped up in it, and it's fun, and it makes people it's easy to cotton onto the melody and remember the words and get into the song, and then you're under its spell, and you can't stop listening to it. So yeah, I like it a lot. I never get sick of playing it. and I always try to think about a way to make it more interesting than the last time I played it. So it's got, there's always, I think there's mileage in every song.
Yeah.
But the ones, you're not supposed to have favourites, but that's probably one of my favourites.
I like it because, especially live, but on the recording too, there's lots of space in it, and it's something that you can just sit on the groove for a minute, and that's fine. And when the verse starts, it starts.
Yeah.
And we all know when to hit the chorus, and so do the audience.
Yep. Nice and simple. We like it simple.
Yep. I Want You, She's So Heavy. Beatles, Abbey Road.
Yeah, it's turns out that not many people cover the Beatles and release the track, and it's like we've had discussions around, hallowed ground, and you better be tall enough to ride this roller coaster if you're gonna pull it off correctly. So it wasn't so much intimidation as you better come correct for me. And I think we managed to pull it off. I quite like playing it anytime, live, whatever. It was a little bit of a challenge. We couldn't use a metronome when we recorded it because there's 2 time signatures, and then so it was all me. It was all up to me. And the funny thing was, under comparison, we found out that everything was kind of, from part to part, was kind of keeping its tempo pretty well anyway. And we stitched it together, and it's I'm very happy with the result. But it's like I had somebody comment that like, oh, I like how you've made it a bit extra in some of the parts, and again, that's what we like to do. I hope you like it too. So yeah.
What about you, Stu? You got?
Yeah, well, it was for me. I'd never actually heard the song before.
Oh wow.
So no.
No, so you would not a big fan of Abbey Road?
Well, I probably have heard it before, but it just had never really registered with me. So when you said we're doing this one, I went and listened to the original, and when we came in to practice it, you said right away, oh, don't try to do the airy bit that Paul's doing in the, in the
end,
in the chorus, and it was because it goes airy and kind of silent, and it's like it was hard to know exactly what was going on without identically mirroring it.
Yeah.
And you guys said, well, just do your own thing. And so I did. I just said, well, this kind of, what I'm doing is in the song, but I've just sort of made it that's what it is. That's what I'm going to do in that part. Keep it simple, keep the beat, keep the thing held together.
Yeah.
Stew the glue, that's what I do.
Yeah.
And I like it. I've said to you before, I've listened to a couple of covers of the original song, and I've said it before, I totally prefer our version. I like our one even better than the original, and I think it's because, I'm sorry to you purists, I apologise, no offence intended, but like a lot of these, we've made it our own song by, in my case, ignorance and doing it my way, and I like the result. And having gone back and listened to the others, I still prefer ours. It's a much cooler, drivier version.
Yeah. No, I think we got a good result. I remember listening to this when I was like, I don't know, I was pretty young. I was listening because it was my older brother Philip. It was his record collection. I listened to Abbey Road and on vinyl, and looking at all the pictures and looking at the guys and stuff. And I love this track. I love all of Abbey Road. I think it's probably my favourite Beatles album, although Revolver is up there. But it's really so John Lennon. And John Lennon doing the blues, and man, that's got to be a good thing. I just wonder why, I wonder why no other contemporary blues acts have approached this song, because it is classic blues. It's simple as, except for the freak out 6/8 bit, which we put a rocket under. Letting Go.
There's one we haven't played for quite some time.
We need to. It's hard to put in the set in the pubs and clubs that we're currently playing, and it's like, because it's a heavy song, eh?
It is a heavy song.
Yeah. And it gets people.
We made someone cry the first time we played it.
Yeah, it was so bad.
No, it was a bit. It was the bloke had just gone through a breakup, and it was pretty close to the bone for him. I think. So.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right. But it's another typical blues song. It's it's the epitome of what a blues song is and should be. It is sad.
Yeah.
And it does get you.
Yeah. And man, I wrote that years and years ago, and various people. Eddie's had a go at it. It's on one of his albums.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Eddie Rayner, by the way.
Eddie Rayner, yeah. From Split Ends. Yeah. Well, any thoughts about letting go?
So my approach was, "Babe, I'm gonna leave you," by Led Zeppelin. In terms of like the end of it, the end refrain, do 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 do, with the Robert Plant. I was like, that section I just elucidated to you that's my whole emotional cue for that song. But it starts obviously quieter, but that is bubbling. And then starts to come up in the dynamics, and then the end has got the big finale, and that's when we're at that sort of full volume and that kind of thing. But it's like, that's why people might cry, because I'm trying to put a fish hook in you, you know. Just like that, you know, a songwriter like Brian brings a song to you, and it has everything like a roadmap, you know, for you as a drummer, and all you have to do is make sure that you've got putting your feet in the right place and carrying that emotion with you too. And it's a powerful song, and I well up sometimes when I play it. So
yeah,
there's that.
It does. Yeah. It does get in, and so that's So in playing clubs and stuff, where we're trying to get people up dancing and show them a really good time.
We're devastating them, and then they leave, and they cry to their hot cocoa at home after the pub.
Yeah.
So perhaps more of a concert song, but yeah. The Thriller's gone. So that's after letting go on the album. It's quite apt, really.
Yeah, similar theme, similar vibe.
This is a slinky song. This is a great song to use your hi-hat and to get that sort of sucker kind of thing going on, and it's just like, I just love it. It's so pocket. Love it.
Yeah, look, this is probably, it might even be my favourite song on the album. It's the one that I go back to all the time, and you know, we just stuck it on the album because it's a BB King song, and once again it puts us in the blues. What are you guys doing? We're doing this, and this is our take on it. And so we've done that. But something about the pocket of this song, something about the bass groove.
Yeah.
There's, I don't know what it is. I didn't trick it. I didn't do anything. Swear to God, I did not. You know, there's no effects on the bass. But for some reason, it must be where you're playing on the neck or how you're playing it or something, it somehow sounds fatter to me. And it's the really fat groove, a really crisp snare. I enjoy this version.
I just have an image in my mind of BB King bending that string on Lucille and making that stank face, looking up towards the sky, but with his eyes closed, but going.
Yeah,
and that's my emotional cue for that song. You want to be slinky and make BB do the stank face.
Yeah. What about you, Stu? Anything to add to the thrill?
It's like everything I'm doing is relatively simple. I'm playing simple in most parts to create, obviously to keep it all together, but also to give things some air as well. And I think about this particular one, where you'd expect that little walk. There's that little walk that comes up to the B, and it's in a triplet. But we're not doing a triplet. We've missed the first note out and only hit on the 2 and the 3.
Okay.
And I think that's probably the groove
Yeah.
that you're referring to. It's a little bit, it's still chilled out, but it's still assertive at the same time.
Yeah. I wonder when people, if people will discover this song, because it's quite buried on the album. It's quite a long way down.
Yeah.
And I wonder if at some stage they'll discover it and go, But yeah, this is a very good version. I'm proud of it. Very good version.
It's good, but good showcase for the band's tightness.
Yeah, and a tribute to BB King too. You know, it's like it's just a complete nutter. Yep, and we're just trying to be like that. Brian's Boogie. What do you reckon, Brad?
This is a really cool track for me because I basically get to do 4 seasons in one day. It's like it's jazz and there's some hard rock stuff in there too, and you just get to mix it up and try a little bit of everything in the solo section. So yeah, it's a lot of fun for me, and I love getting to play tracks where I get to be at the sort of almost at the limit of my ability to really sort of show off. It's a great showcase for the band's instrumentation or musical ability, and it's always fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a technical thing for me on guitar. It's hard to play. It's highly technical. I stuff it up constantly. I'm still working on it. I'm still practicing it. But I think we got a really good version down.
Yes.
And it's interesting. People appreciate it live. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of ZZ Top vibe about it, I think, that people identify with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, again, I'm just playing it pretty straight and pretty simple. Occasionally I'll sneak a sneaky little walk or a fill in the right place, but basically I'm keeping it straight. I mean, there's a bass solo in there that's quite tasteful.
Yeah.
It's not overpowering, it's quite subtle and tasteful. I really like that little piece.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be any more than that, that's fine.
Yeah. And this is the one that live we stretch out on and do with that. So it doesn't have it on the album, but live we do. Brad stretches out and does a drum solo, and then there's space for Stu to do a bass solo. So it's a cool track for us. Big Boot Running.
Yeah, I really like this. Is probably my favourite on the album, and the only thing I think why is because it's quite different. It's different. It's got elements of all sorts of other tracks that I can think of, and musical artists that I really like. I pick pieces out of it and go, this sounds like this, for example, and this sounds like something else, and it's all mashed together. So, and it's just interesting. It's really interesting to play, to sing, and I really like it.
I reckon it's quite Kiwi.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's odd. Yeah. It's odd. The guitar riff, I got to say, I was quite inspired by Eric Johnson's, spacing, the way that he attacks stuff. It's not the same, but it's inspired by that. But also, I think Hendrix as well, and took all that, and it is an odd song.
This was fully composed when I was shown a demonstration of it, or one of the recordings that Brian had of it.
Released it. Yeah.
And so it was this thing of we didn't talk about changing the beat or anything like that, and I didn't have any ideas yet, so we ended up just attacking it like I pretty much played the drum beat as it was programmed. And the thing about that is it's not a drummer's invention, it's Brian's invention, so it's a good challenge for me to have to think outside of what I usually would approach, how I would have composed the drum beat, because the integral drum beat is incredibly important to the way the song fits and feels. And so if you start putting extra notes in and messing around with it, it loses a lot of what makes the song cool. So now that I've played it a few times and it's starting to make sense for me, I'm really figuring out how to adjust my parts to make it more funky but still keep that feel that's got to be there. So I love that sort of challenge when you're thrown something where you have to do something that isn't intuitive to your mind and approach, and it makes you have to do some math that you're not used to doing, which is
Yeah.
great for muscles, great for building more neurons.
Yeah, it's a weird song. I remember at the beginning, Stu, you wanted to swing the bass to go with it, to go with the drums,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, we'll keep it straight.
Yeah.
And it's that tension
Yep.
that makes it,
As soon
It's
as,
hard, you know,
as soon
it's
as you
different.
as soon as you go in and do the traditional boom ba bat boom boom boom
Yeah.
bat boom boom ba bat,
Yeah.
well, it just every other song does that.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why I don't. That's why I've really tried to. I've been frustrated by it, but also now I'm figuring out where my wiggle room is
Yeah.
within that framework. So,
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, the performance that you ended up putting, I remember we had went over, and tried different feels out.
Yeah,
We worked it quite hard.
yeah. I chucked about 5 different drum beats at it, and
Yeah.
it was all just too much. It was too clutter. It just wants what it wants, and all the space in it is what makes it kind of feel epic.
Yeah. So it's I got to say I wasn't sure that it was going to end up on the album.
Yeah.
We could have easily left it off, but maybe it points. I was thinking that putting it last track, maybe it points to, where BB and the Bullets. I'm not going to say that we'd go there wholly in the future, but but maybe it sort of points to there's a bit more to this band. There's a bit more here.
It's outside of well, it depends on how tightly you want to classify the genre of what the band does.
Yeah.
But I like the idea if you can slip in a track on the end that's a little bit more like Sting with his 10-piece band than the Police with his 3-piece band. shall we say? Put that in use that analogy. You can
Yeah. Oh, there's the album.
There's the album. It's got something for everyone. There's bits and pieces that everyone will identify with. There's bits you can sing to and bits you can dance to.
Yeah.
Bits you can go and have a cry to. full of passion, full of emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's us. It's us saying this is what we do.
Nice one, Stu.
Yeah.
Anything to add, Brad?
Well, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you tell all your friends and spread the word. We would love to come and visit you wherever you are one day and play live to you. And with your support, I'm sure that can happen. Thank you.
Wherever you go, it's always now.